Here he comes, Belagar Ironhammer, coming to play versus the Dawi Sorcerer Prophet of Metal on the Taurus. Here we go. The rematch everyone wants to know. Can the Dwarves be overcome by the Dawi? That's what we're going to find out. I think we got a pretty typical, if not amicable, build against the Dawi, that Metal Prophet. I still don't like the Prophet on the Taurus. I keep saying this. I think it's better on foot so you could have more troops. Preferably more Orc Laborers and maybe some Chaos Dwarfs to back up a nice frontal assault. Some blunderbuss. We got Hobgoblins on the side, and yeah. I played Harrison a number of times, so this is more me playing against him than me playing against the Dwarves. I kind of figured, okay, he'll torture these miners, but they'll take a beating. They can last long enough, and if he does dedicate it, I still have both points. I know there's some sneaky gets coming in, one or a side or the other, and since he hasn't dropped them on my miners yet, I assume they're waiting out before they can meet my units, and even if they do meet my units, they're so heavily armored, it's not really going to make a difference. And yeah, we just charge with our mass going into the center objective, and seeing as how it's just laborers. I thought there were dwarf warriors in the middle, but they're Inferno Guard, so that's a problem. Not the worst problem, but it's a problem. And so are these Bull Centaurs, so we send in the Gyro and the Slayers to come deal with them on the side point, so we can guarantee that side objective. Laborers will fold quick, so we don't have to worry too hard on them. I think the Sneaky Gits are actually bugged, because they're throwing their... I think all 360 range units are bugged, because they're throwing their Ninja Stars before we even engage them, and I know they don't have Fire at Will on. And immediately we just go for it. Inferno Guard, throw their bombs, and sacrifice the laborers, which is a blessing and a curse, because he'll kill my units, but there's a lot of friendly fire in there, so he's kind of doing me a favor, as well as his own. He did great damage to those Dwarf Warriors, though, I'll give him that. Great weapons. Sorry about that. So yeah, we have this point heavily. Why the Engineer? Well, I want to snipe his Lord. If you did bring a Lord on the Taurus, I need to shoot. Also slow him down in case we bring any ranged. In case he went wide with Hobgoblins, Orc Laborers, and maybe some Blunderbusses. I was actually expecting two of the, because he's done this build before, two of the hero dwarf, yeah, the dwarf heroes, the Castellans, trying to shoot down whatever. Maybe if I was bringing, what's his name, I forget his name right now, Thoric Ironbrow. Yeah, if I brought Thoric, I think that would have been the play, especially if he was on his little, what is that called? I don't know. If he was on his mount, I think that would have been great. Just snipe him down. And then we have the cannons hitting the side points. He's not going to be able to go through the middle. He has to go through the side. If he does, I just summon Slayers. Classic technique in the Dom game for Dwarves. So he can't send his Bull Renders on the side. He can't send them anywhere but the middle. And the middle is full of Dwarves he can't really kill. And if he does, they're not going to trade that efficiently because they're Dwarfs. And I was shooting them. Right now my Gyros are a little bit compromised, so I just keep sending them into a circle to distract the Sorcerer Prophet as my cannons and Engineer keep shooting at him. And they're getting in there. Even though the woods are in the way, the cannons are still hitting. And if they can't hit them, well, there's some Bull Centaurs ready to get shot down. And yeah, he just hasn't captured any points. I really don't like the Bull Renders here. Even though they're dual weapons, I think I would have preferred two Skullcrackers. Yeah, look at these little dwarves. Look at their little legs. Little stumpies. Coming in and shooting away these bulls. Hobgoblins can't cap now, and we can just take the objective. And the Gyros, since they're not being harassed, we can just shoot into the Bull Renders. See, I hate playing dwarves for this reason. It's just so easy. Just a mass of dwarves, and if you don't have the cav to take them, like heavy cheap cav, like in, I guess, Greenskins would be a good one. Just to keep shooting them away, you can't really deal with them. Sorcerer Prophet getting dealt with by two of the Dwarf Warriors. I don't think the cannons are really bothering with them. Master Engineer is just a distraction and here to clean up these Orc Laborers. And all that's really here is, I think, Infernal Guard and Infernal Ironsworn. Belagar's just going ham. Belagar's a tank, man. 60 melee defense is no joke, and you can get it to 84, along with surrounding ally units, and you can bump up his melee attack to, I think, 100, and increase his damage up to 700. So 500 base attack and 125 or so, give or take, in AP, which is pretty amazing. You're going to see that put to work against the Sorcerer Prophet later on. He didn't know what was coming. You got some Infernal Ironsworn sitting here, don't know where they want to be, whether they want to be engaged or on the points that we're going to make them engage. Look at this beautiful red and blue. Yeah, those are Dwarf Warriors with shields. Okay. The Zari. Dawi, Syrian Doom coming on, my poor dwarves. Bit of the Ironsworn getting caught in there, but I think it's worth it. Not really that much of a big deal to hold these boys back, and we still got more dwarves coming, and we triple capped at this point. And once you triple cap with dwarves, it's going to be damn near impossible. So yeah, I think the Skull Taker, I forget the name of it, would be great on the side objectives right now. Two of them actually, one on each point, to force the cannon to decide on where it wants to go, because you can't do both, which is why I brought the Gyrocopters to deal with them. So the Sorcerer Prophet can't deal with the Gyros, it can't deal with the cannons, and it can't deal with everything in the middle. Which is why I think he should just go on foot, and you should just spread out with infantry. Or even bring in Wolf Riders with bows. They deal well with Gyros. Well, not well, but they deal with them well enough. Look at Belagar right now with his hammer. Oh, it's so cool! Ah! Hero Hammer. This makes me want to play BG3, man. I want to play Hero. And he is just beating down on him. He was at like 2,000-3,000 HP, and Belagar said denied. Taste steel. Well, you also have the engineer helping out. Not by that much. I'm pretty sure most of the engineer's damage was pretty much into the Sorcerer Prophet. So yeah, back to what I was saying. You have to have multiple you have to focus on multiple things, and if your micro isn't that intensive, then yeah, especially against dwarves, it needs to be. If you're on multiple points, it's just not going to go well. And we have Thunders now, just shooting into Bull Renders, which they can't get to my units. Death Shrieker doing more damage to Harrison's units than mine. We both noticed that. Yeah, the Death Shrieker here is just so sad. It does one decent shot. Oh, two decent shots. Okay, one decent shot and one great shot in this game. I think I'll show it later with the Thunders. But most of it is just missing. And it's on units that are just standing still or just moving slowly. I mean, they're dwarves. They slowest little bastards. And it's not hitting at all. It's kind of disappointing to see how the mighty have fallen. I remember when I could see a Death Shrieker, I'm like, shit, that needs to go. And now I could just, oh, it's a Death Shrieker. Well, I guess I'll take care of that eventually. And I do with just some haggard gyrocopters. And look at this. Can't even hit the Thunders for the third time. It's really annoying. And I was thinking of bringing the Death Shriekers, but after bringing two to deal with the Lizardmen in one game before, and none of them hitting, look at that. Again, another miss. A clear miss. That's so stupid. Almost took that damn thing out. Wow. But yeah, with the inconsistency of the Death Shrieker, I would just go for Skullcrackers. Because they are just worth it. And here's the Blunderbuss at work. Jeez. I mean, the Gyrocopters did enough damage. I really don't care about them. He can waste them. I'm buying time. All that's left here is Infernal Ironsworn and some Bull Renders that are going to get clocked by the two Slayers that are coming right now. Third one's on the objective, which will take out those Hobgoblin sneaky bastards. Kind of overcommitting and overchasing. I realize that eventually, because I don't need to, and the cannon's still going ham on them. Unsummoning unnecessary units, and he's making a little grip for my side objective. But I'm already up 1,000 points. And don't get me wrong, Harrison's a good player, but this matchup really no longer favors the Dawis are, now that their nerfs have been so haggard. And the fact that even if they do hit, they're doing some they're doing friendly fire, it's so stupid, it's so annoying. Belagar, oof, yeah, he paid for himself, if not close to it. Belagar's a G, he is so good. I love Miner. Damn it, I'm gonna go make another dwarf character in BG3 now, after this. But yeah, Slayers will definitely hold that bottom objective. The cannons are gonna shoo them away. I'm sending, I believe, another thing of miners along with Longbeards to the side objective, so that will be mine. And eventually we'll retake this. Belagar can deal with Ironsworn. Yeah, Thunder's got absolutely destroyed by those shots. Eventually. One decent shot and one really good shot. There's one more, but I think it's against Dwarf Warriors later on. It takes a lot of damage out of them, and I mean a lot. It's actually disgusting. And why the Dutch Shriekers were once feared, and now they're just hollowed shells. Alright, I need to slow down, I'm talking too fast. So yeah, we're gonna probably speed this up eventually, because his Sorcerer Prophet's dead, and there's no way he's retaking the center. He's doing a good job. I mean, Harrison is a decent player. Or, I shouldn't say decent, he's a good player. He's beat me more times than I've won, that's for sure. And then again, I don't play Dawi because Dawi kind of just meh. I really don't like playing Dawi. They're just, it's too easy. Too easy. All you do is throw a bunch of dwarves now. Once you've played enough dwarves, you realize all I have to do is throw units on the objective and it's pretty much game over. And not only that, you don't even have to use range units, really. I mean, you can if you want to. I only brought, really, for range, is the cannon and the thunders. That's it. Really didn't need anything else, not like it would help. Against other factions, maybe. But it's easier to just swarm them with dwarves than actually shoot them. Because, yeah, range units tend to get dropped on, depending on how good they are. Look at Belagar just being a hero hammer. The Inferno are so cool, too! Oh, God. Yeah! Oh, my God, their animations are so cool. And that is why I am into Warhammer. I like his little play here. Blunderbuss is trying to get into the Slayers, but with all the things in the center, in the middle of the shots, it's not going to go well. I send in these Slayers to just hold the line here. We already have the captured, or objective capture. We can shoot with Rangers to give some support. And Slayers are unbreakable, so they'll last. Just shooting away the Bull Renders, just trying to keep them out. We are going to retake this objective. And yeah, that's pretty much GG. Sorcerer Prophet comes back to bother my Gyrocopters, but I don't really care at this point. They paid for themselves for the first run. The second run, we'll find out. And even if they don't pay for themselves the second run, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, this game's pretty much done. And that was a beautiful shot from the Dutch Shrieker. Probably the best one it's done this entire game, and it's been sitting there doing nothing. But yeah, it's going to be over soon. My Gyrocopters don't really care at this point. Sorcerer Prophet can do whatever he wants. The problem is on the objective, not in the air, and yeah. GG's, Harrison, GG's. We tried this experiment, and Dwarfs still a problem. Still pretty damn strong. And they're still getting a DLC to come. Because they apparently need it. I mean, there are other ways to play Dwarves, but do we really need more ways when they're already such a strong opposition? Probably. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed that one. I know I did. I won. No offense, Harris. I'm just a bastard. But yeah, if you did enjoy, please like, sub, follow me here on YouTube. We're on the road to 1,000. Come check out the stream. 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, and usually on Fridays, but with schedule changes, we'll see. So just stay tuned. It's easier to just subscribe and be notified when it happens. And come show some love and maybe get some plays in. So we'll see. Alright, folks, with all that said, you all have a good one. Peace and goodbye for now.